Pickings, lords, ladies and gentlemen. How body now? Everyone all right? You are now welcome to our world. We bring the heat from Africa. My name is Baba Jallah, Epega. I'm executive producer for this show. Song Queen, a Pidgin opera. Reimagined. It will include Pidgin, Creole, Cockney, rap, even self. Small, you go enjoy. I beg you, all of you, please, no they use your phone. What this shine phone for this place? No use that, please. Make sure, because our people from Tete-a-Tete, a opera festival, or the opera festival, they go film everything, so no worry, film it, will be all right. Yes? And to give you backyard story, I think I better say this in English. Really understand what I'm saying. So I'll give you a backyard story of what we're coming to watch, Song Queen, the Pidgin opera. And my wife told me I had to read this, so excuse me. It's a tribe of ethereal singers called the Menemen. Maintain peace and balance in the world era, across the world, by creating reality through the enchanting songs they sing. All is well until the Vrugos, who live in the realms of the stars, become envious of the prosperity of the Menemen and what they've created on earth through the people. Through a series of temptations and deceptions, the Vrugos attempt to distract the Menemen and disrupt Earth's peaceful sequence and balance. As the Menemen succumb to temptation, one by one they lose their voices and the ability to sing and create a peaceful balance on Earth. Kanate, the queen, the rising queen of Menemen, must leave Earth for an epic journey to the Venus bushfires, where she must battle the Vrugos and find the peace song, a song so powerful it can unite all the worlds and bring peace back to Earth. So my yarn don't finish. I they go, but ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
Awesome. Right. This next piece, can you hear me? Yeah. It's called River's Woman. So it's a call and response. So let's hear it. You ready? You'll join in, right? Yeah. Good. Excellent. Thank you. So I'll start. It goes, River's woman, singing river song, over rivers people, living off the rich deeply, river soil. This piece is called Mummy Water. This next piece is called 40 Days and 40 Nights.
It's not quite 40 days or 40 nights. Close your eyes and leave the world behind. I will give you shelter, put your faith in me, and you'll forget about Earth in no time. It's not quite 40 days and 40 nights. Close your eyes and leave the world behind. When 12 meadow caves, when la paix or none, when you'll forget about Earth, none can It's not quite 40 days or 40 nights.
monster, don't wait to your way of sleeping. Look on monster, listen to the abyss. This next piece is called Say What's on Your Mind.
Lingua franca, so much worry, 6s and 7s, it's all topsy-turvy. Say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind.
Nah, she's on the ropes.
Say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind.
She'll be heading home. It's not that I don't want peace, it's costing me my sanity. They do seem to like war and find creative ways to oppress. I'll say what's on my mind.
Spill the beans, spill the beans.
I'll say what's on my mind.
Now she's on the ropes.
I'll say what's on my mind.
Spill the beans, spill the
not be worthy. Say what's on my mind. Say what, say what, say. Say what's on my mind. Say what, say what, say. Say what's on my mind. Say what, say what, say. Sleeping in your mind. Say what, say what, say you.
I picked the perfect summer outfit.
The time don't call. I go see the end. They don't forget me. My ancestor, my friend. I know the I know the end don't come, the end don't come, the end don't come, the end don't come. They won't finish me, they won't finish me. The end don't be the end don't be the end don't be the end don't be I don't know.
So, I'm going to change the flavor a little bit. Who likes reggae?
I
I'm going to change the rhythm again. This song's called Synchronate. And if you feel energetic, join in. The line I should tell you is sing. Synchronate, make you wanna synchronate, tell 'em, then I may not go die like so. Synchronate, make you wanna synchronate, tell 'em, then I may not go die like so. Sing, sing. You can have a rest, we can't have a rest. Take a moment to meditate. This song is called Fragile Light, and it's about just stoking the flame, that sometimes very small fire within us, allow it to grow. This is a hard-working bottle tonight. tribe, their songs all enchanting, bringing peace to the whole universe. Ain't nothing quite as banging, but then the rule goes up in the stars, getting well gel scheming with my chorus and bars. Tempting the tribe, trying to break the peace, trying to make chaos reign, yes, Jallah indeed. But I cannot be the queen on the rise, got the fear in my heart, inner eye on the prize. I'll be taking steps through the deep skies, across the mighty tide with my pride and my pride. Determination growing and my spirit is strong. I seek the key to the place where we all belong. The journey's no joke, obstacles by my way, but I don't stop. We keep pushing every day, cause I know that my people and the universe at large are counting on me to bring that peace charge, so I keep pushing on, scattering treacherous plans that most don't understand. Time to overstand, finally when all is said and done. Peace song in my hand, gonna right the wrongs, and with it I'll be bringing harmony back, straight from the heart, just like that. This is my hope, mission, dream and quest. With determination and love will be our best. Bet you never come across a woman like me. Heart, body, mind, soul, spirit, I'm free. Bet you never come across a fool like me. I'm a lady, warrior, like I'm a queen. Bet you never come across a woman like me. Heart, body, mind, soul, spirit, I'm free. Bet you never come across a fool like me. I'm a lady, warrior, like I'm a queen. Bet you never come across a woman like me. Heart, body, mind, soul, spirit, I'm free. Bet you never come across a fool like me. I'm a lady, warrior, like I'm a queen. 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 You're a, like I'm a queen. You're a, warrior. You're a lady, warrior, like I'm a queen. You're a lady, warrior. She's a, she's a, you're a, you're a. I'm a lady, warrior, like I'm a queen. 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 I'm a lady, I'm a queen. I'm a warrior. I'm a lady. I'm a lady, warrior, like I'm a queen. You're a she's a warrior, I'm a queen. You're a I'm a mama's a I'm a lady, warrior, like I'm a queen. Louise, yeah. It's all right, it happens. Is that right?
Yeah.
You sure?
No. Never. It's okay.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Only happens to warrior queens.
Oh. This is the last song. But it's the peace song. We found the peace song. The point of this journey, this hot but worthy journey.
Whole
much. Honestly, you've made my summer, the end of summer. It's been a long summer, so that means a lot to me. I just want to thank my husband. I have a dream and crazy ideas, and he makes them happen, so. Yeah. And I put down here to thank myself. I want to thank also someone who's been here since the beginning as well. Richard Ọlátúndé of Percussion. Adam Coney on electric guitar. The maestro Collyer on piano. Louisa on Soprano. Mezzo. Choreographer and movement artist Francis. Sound engineer Nick. Honestly, I have to tell a quick story. Hopefully you don't get kicked out, so there's a time limit. But Bill kind of met me, and I said, Bill, I've got this Bobka's opera. And Bill was like, yeah, let's do it. So that's what happened. I then had to write the opera, but thank you for Bill, Anna, Leo, David, and the whole Tech team, Wildcat PR. Got some really good press as well, Saeed, Phoebe, and Olivia Brown. My parents, Dr. and Mrs. Isbell. My siblings, Bridget and Tina. My other sisters, Lauryn and JJ Epega. I've known this girl since I was 11. We lived together. We're still friends. That's going well, yes? There are also people here that I don't know, in case you think it's just friends and family. And thank you. And yeah, we just please do keep supporting, and let's keep coming together for reasons to celebrate each other. And yeah, let's find the peace and the love the world is looking for. Let's start that fire. Let's spread that fire. Like the Venus Bushfires, we have CDs outside. No, but really, we do. Please buy them. And t-shirts and tote bags. It all counts. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram at the Venus Bushfires, and also thevenusbushfires.com. Yeah, I've talked about the merchandise, but I think I should say it again. Yes, we have merchandise outside. We've also got a watch party with some Q&As, and if you have some in-depth questions as well, there might be a little bit of a performance on the 16th of September, so get your free, see what gets you. Bill's good to you. Free tickets at tetatet.org, and that's the watch party. So
.org.uk.
.org.uk. Thank you, my love. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to go home, but you got to get done.
I just said a really big thank you to you for making this amazing show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Take care of yourselves and each other. See you outside.
What a fantastic performance that was. There's so much kind of warmth and joy radiating out of the screen. Anyway, for those of you who weren't with us at the beginning, if you would like to pose a question to any or all of our panel, here they are. So we've got Baba, producer, Helen, megastar, Louisa, soprano, and Richard, percussionist, who's been with us since the beginning. Let's have a look at what is written in the chat. Whoa, loads and loads and loads. Helen, thanks for joining our watch party. Exquisite voices from Sophie. Martin Shea, to everybody, that was absolutely amazing. Louisa, your voice is spectacular as always. Mrs. Patience Isabor, it was a very show. I was very entertained. Well done. It's jumping around. Josephina Kinder, to everyone, amazing, just wonderful. Nat to everyone, it was an amazing show. Helen, so proud of you. Mrs. Patience, it was a very good show again. Wow, Dr. Felix, excellent. You seem to have seen this all before me. Patricia Egarevba, excellent, beautiful. Tony, fantastic talent beyond talent. Vanessa Crawford, fabulous, so many elements to praise, the energy and certainly passed on to the audience. Love the visuals, choreography, costume and colours too. Question, where will you take this amazing opera to now? Who could answer that? Helen, you're the centre of the universe here.
Well, we really want to take this opera to as many cities around the world and just really share the positivity. It's kind of birthed from African stories and obviously being in the UK as well, just a coming together of different cultures. So we want to share Pidgin, which is quite often an unsung language, but that unites so many people. We have it, in Cockney and Patois, Creole, multicultural London slang and Nigerian Pidgin, which is actually spoken even as far away as Hawaii. So just finding different ways to come together and celebrate through opera. The choice is to do it in opera because it's very, very it's kind of over the top, really. So really just wanting to celebrate these quite often uncelebrated in the mainstream kind of languages, and to celebrate in a really magnificent way. So we are actually performing at the Royal Albert Hall next year. So but we're at the Elgar Room. And then so we'll see what else happens at the Albert Hall next year, and some other lovely announcements coming. So yeah, stay tuned. And I think Baba probably has a little bit more to say on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, obviously we're looking, thank you, Bill and Anna. It's been great working with Tete a Tete. And we're looking to take this forward and expand the opera to more of a series. Specifically, if we can start having shows of 3, 4, 5 nights in a row, then it becomes commercially viable. And that's where I'm looking for opportunities and collaborations in the theatre world, and obviously with Tete a Tete, to see where we can take it further. Yeah, so yeah, we've got the Pidgin Opera in the Royal Albert Hall, Elgar Room next year at the end of May, and hopefully we'll get a few dates before then, but we're very much pushing forward, looking for partners.
Oh, it's so exciting. I love what you said, Helen, probably way back, that you went to see something or other by Wagner and you thought you better do this. And then you go, whoa. But having lived with it for, 8 years and now and again, I do see what's going on. You've got this beautiful music and everything, really, shimmering visuals. You're so big-hearted. It just welcomes you in and engulfs you in such warmth. But also, I think you are delivering, in a very subtle way, a very gentle narrative that is really interesting. I don't know, Louisa, you're nodding. What's that making you think?
I think there's something about pushing the boundary of tradition and letting people know that opera isn't just for white middle class elite people, that actually it's for everybody, and that the pride I have to work with a British Nigerian woman from East London who has created something that is so wonderful and so inspiring and so different that there's absolutely no way that she's going to pale into insignificance is just one of the greatest gifts, I think, that Helen Epega gives, not just to me, but actually to the world. And I am incredibly grateful and incredibly proud to go on this journey with her, because you don't see this every day all the time. And actually, it's a bloody shame, but people like you, Bill, really see us. I feel seen. I feel like there is a huge change coming, and it's for the better. And in fact, there was a survey put out asking people about what do they want to see from classical concerts, and they said, we want to see the composers if they're still alive. We want conductors to talk to us. We want to feel that we can clap in between movements. We want to feel like the cast, the orchestra, everybody who's involved are communicating with us, not that we just sit there politely taking it in quietly. And that for me is everything that Helen is embracing and disrupting and harnessing, and I just love it, and I think it's bloody marvelous.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, there are two lovely, lovely things about the show, which is one, which we just got to do if it's going to keep going, is reinventing the art form, as you say. And the other is, I mean, I put it in print and felt I was sticking my neck out, but I am sick of show after show, which is a woman being crapped on by men and just collapsing. And it's been such a pleasure this year to have, we had several shows, and this is absolutely top of the pyramid, at kick-ass women showing how fantastic women are and how kick-ass they can be. And it's about bloody time. It's taken 400 years, and at last we're looking into the future and not like getting absolutely clogged up in the past. But Richard, you've been silent so far. Is this your world? Are you entering into it? You've been with us since the beginning. What are you thinking right now?
Well, Louisa just really said everything there, didn't she? That was, I agree with all of it wholeheartedly. I think when Helen mentioned at the beginning, the storytelling thing, because that's a very universal thing. It doesn't matter what genre you come from or whatever. And just having a story and being able to tell it with everybody has already crossed the boundaries. It's already international. It's already, universal. And what's been wonderful, of course, is obviously Helen, her whole spirit, but just putting together, opera, African drums. Are you sure? Rap? But I didn't see any strain there. Just watching it and not being in it. It wasn't forced. It all worked. So for me, it's sort of going back to Louisa again. It's something that's so much needed. We're so grateful for somebody to be doing this. And to be part of it, and I can see this anywhere as well. This can be placed in so many different kinds of festivals. It's opera, but you can put it anywhere. So very exciting, very, very exciting.
Yeah, I'd love to know what was it like doing it in Nigeria, because I know you've already done that.
Yeah, well, it's really, really fun, actually. I think when people see themselves kind of celebrated in this way, you can see the emotional release, and you can see people being seen by the expressions that are on their faces, and it's just so powerful. I think maybe I kind of took it for granted that the Afrobeat is the most popular type of music at the moment. So, but for people to be seen in this way, but to be celebrated in a beautiful, understated, it's sort of like it's from an Africa that is abundant rather than an Africa that is scarce. So that was the really big difference, I think, in the audience, for people to say, wow, we have all this, and to really see that be championed in this type of music. That was really, really overwhelming. And I think Pidgin is something that is spoken throughout Nigeria, and it's the one, I would say, one language or dialect that everybody can, can understand, even though the Pidgin, various parts of Nigeria, vary greatly. But everyone finds a way to understand. And even people that don't speak English and don't speak any Nigerian dialects still can understand Nigerian Pidgin English. So I think it's just such a beautiful way that cuts, just like music does, it cuts the barriers. And I think I don't believe in any barriers, really. I don't. I think that's probably why I probably have these slightly bonkers ideas of putting different types of music together, but I don't really see any barriers, and they're not really there. So it's really just finding ways to cut through and to celebrate, and also to see the differences in culture. There are differences, but to celebrate them, to seek them out and to celebrate them, not to seek them out and, hide them or pretend they don't exist. But these differences are there, and they're beautiful, and they're really part of the human spirit that I'm kind of really hoping to want to just celebrate. I want everyone to say, I see you and you are beautiful. That spirit that's in you is beautiful. It doesn't matter what you look like, even what language you're speaking, but doing it through music and work with such amazing, amazing musicians. I really feel so blessed. And having my husband on board, he met me while I was performing and saying I wanted to do this. And, having him on board, I have the dreams, and he makes it happen. So it's a perfect team. And I've always felt celebrated. My parents are champions of this, and they're so proud. And I've never kind of been in a world where I've been told I can't do this or doesn't work. Even with the music, when people say, oh, how's hip hop going to work in opera? I don't know. It's not my issue. I just create it, and everyone has to kind of just work it out, and it kind of works. And not to apologize. And you say, as being a woman, I really want to be visual and to be seen, so that it inspires other women, to do something similar. Sorry, go on, Baba.
No, I think to add to that, what Bill was also, just to buttress your point, Nigeria has different, I suppose, genres that enjoyed the opera. We've staged it 3 times. Once at the British High Commission for diplomats and internationals, the Nigerians as well, international Nigerians there. It was very well received. We had about 80 people at that show. And then we staged it for a foundation we work with and run pretty much, which is a sickle cell foundation called the Richard Coker Foundation. And that was to 300 children. And to answer Vanessa Crawford's question, the kids were between, I think they were 9 to 11, and they all came from different schools. We bussed them in. We had 2 shows, a matinee and the evening show, and they loved it. They were they were dumbfounded. One of the kids said he couldn't even express how happy it made him feel that he could understand the musical. And we believe it inspired quite a few kids, because even a couple of the parents who I'm still in touch with said that, oh, our kids want to become musicians, this joke kind of thing. We want them to be bankers or doctors, but your wife inspired them to write songs. And I think that's what it's about as well. It's from, I suppose, cradle to grave. You can really pick up on what the music's about, the whole coordination and the composition, the musicians, the singers, what Helen's brought together, and with Richard, Louisa, everyone, even with other singers. And it's expansive. It can be with Francis, 2 dancers, or we could have 200 dancers when the budget comes in. And you can have a whole talking about a whole choir, and then we've got leads as well, with the sopranos, baritone, and then you've got, of course, the musicians. No one can replicate Richard, but we can have an orchestra, and this is what people enjoyed. And we sold tickets. We did it in a place here in Muzon. I'm actually in Lagos myself at the moment, but we did it at Muzon Center, which was a theatre, and that has 400 seats. We got about 250. It was well received, and it was just different. That's why we know it's a commercially viable, production. It was different. People had never seen anything like this, and it really regrouped your mental calibration of who we are in music, whether it's of different ethnicities, whether it's rap, opera, funk, Afrobeat, as Helen said, and across the board to all sorts of genres of music. And that's the key. If people feel it rather than what they see, they feel the vibe. that's what we're going, and we're evolving the whole show every day, every week, every year, and that's the fun of it.
Well, it's impossible to resist. Just for those who haven't got an eye on the chat, Vanessa's question, which you have really answered, is would you take it into schools? I would imagine it would be a really inspiring and uplifting, plus an introduction to opera being fun. But
yes.
I mean,
we took it. Yeah. We worked with the Horniman Museum actually 2 years ago. We actually took it to schools, and what we did was we spoke to the children about was a storytelling workshop which I ran, and the children, we adapted some of what we talked about life in lockdown, and that was actually incorporated in the opera. So there hasn't actually been any one show. So interesting for everyone that I work with. If you think we've rehearsed it 1,000 times, well, the next time we perform, it's going to be completely different. So we're always learning, and we have taken it into schools, and it's something we'll do a lot more in future.
Yeah, I mean, we've worked together on 3 different iterations of it, and they are really, really different. I mean, we've had this conversation before, Helen, but I think it interests me how I just met you and you came to me and I thought, he's a beautiful singer who's got this idea she really believes in, and it's going to be good, so she should just do it. And you just did it. And then you wanted to do it again. You came back 8 years later or whatever it was, and you just did it again. It was only that performance that, I mean, maybe I'm thick or maybe I'm blessed, but only in that performance 8 years later I suddenly thought, gosh, this is a show that has a strong slant of inclusion in it, and there's something wonderful, I think, about the way it's so inclusive, it doesn't cut anybody out. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes when we're rehearsing and I kind of look around, and sometimes we're representing 15 countries from around the world, and sometimes even more, and it's just happened because I think we've gone in not necessarily thinking we'll have this person and that person and this person, but just being open. It's happened really naturally that way. We do have an eye on it, but it just be open. And it's quite interesting to maybe have people that don't normally speak Nigerian Pidgin to learn something, because what I'm wanting to do is, obviously, us musicians, we tend to travel and we tend to be open. So if so when a musician, for example, a classically trained musician might sing in Pidgin, they've learned something, and that's opened up a different world to them and a different rhythm. And I'm sure the string section, you've changed their world, Richard, because they're thinking, oh my God, often other musicians have said, wow, I've never heard such rhythms. I've never heard, I didn't know that, this could be with this or that could be with that. So it's really interesting to see how it affects audiences as well as the musicians that are part of the show.
And hurtling towards the end, but I'd love to know, Louisa, if performing in it took you somewhere different to where you have been or used to. Does that make sense, my question?
Yeah, because my musical background was the church, but the Anglican church, not the gospel church, as some Uber drivers think when they say, what do? You say you're a singer. So I think for me it's about and I've sung with some really good symphonic choirs over the years, but I've never been seen, and now I am being seen, and there is something about that, and also knowing that even if you're classically trained, music really can speak to all, and it's a big thing. I don't think people really recognize that. I saw another statistic earlier in the week that apparently on Desert Island Discs on Radio 4, Nina Simone is the first Black musician who has been requested the most when they ask what, as part of their handful of pieces of music to play, and that's a big deal. I'm a firm believer that I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, that I have an opportunity to go out there and perform, and by the grace of God, actually use my gift and share my gift with the world. And Helen and Epega have provided me with that opportunity, and for which I will always be thankful, because I've stood on that platform, I can't tell you how many times in those choirs, and I'm just a tiny cog in a massive wheel. But the two of them have actually proved to me that despite not being the status quo, it is still possible to be heard. And it's still very possible to be seen and to be lifted up. And that's what Helen and Baba do. They lift everyone up, as well as each other, but they lift every one of us. And Vanessa, you're right. This immediate standing ovation at the end of last week's concert spoke absolute volumes. It really did. It really did. I mean, it was packed, wasn't it? The cockpit was packed. And yeah, that's all I've got to say about it. It's a privilege, an honor, and I'm just so excited because this journey is going to get wild, and I'm really ready for it.
Well, we've got plenty of little clips we can take out of this Zoom now, Louise. You've just said the most lovely, magical, inspiring, kind of up-firing things. The clock's ticking way past our allotted time. We'll see you in the Albert Hall. I don't know if, Helen, you want to say one last thing to bye-bye us, but thank you. And
wanted to just say thank you so much. Thank you to Bill. Thank you to Tete a Tete, Anna and Leo as well, the whole team, and David. And thank you to my husband. Thank you, Richard and Louisa as well. We've had a little party in, and thank you all of you for joining in, and thank you for continuing to support. It means the world. I can tell you, it feels that we're on the rocket, but we haven't hit the stratosphere yet. So we need, support, and keep, this is wonderful. Just keep supporting us, sending us your love. And we just really appreciate it, and we feel the support, and we feel lifted, and it's no small thing. Thank you.
Well, don't forget to thank yourself like you did at the end of the show.
Oh yes, thank you, me.
Thank you, Helen. Fabulous, Helen.
Thank you all. Thank you for a really great watch party.
And enjoy your drink.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yes. Cheers to all of you. Cheers.